Hey everybody, it's Garrett. No Katie tonight. She is exhausted. It's been a rough day for the both of us. But I I promised you we'd be back, and well, in part we are. Despite appearances, Katie's back too. Uh, Tonight I got my Rattray's Mary. It's the cutest little 9 millimeter pipe. Essentially, it's something akin to like I think Savinelli, like Clark's favorite, but it's in a Rhodesian shape. So it's got a smooth finish. Probably can't really, yeah, because it likes to focus on faces. And then my hand's too fat. I don't know how to do this. Here we go. Does that work? Does that work? Probably not. Regardless. So I'm going to show you guys. We're going to talk about the anniversary giveaway. Um, there are some other giveaways right now, and I think that's fantastic. I think that honestly, this is a wonderful community. Um, the support and friendship that you'll have to forgive me if I choose the wrong words. Support and friendship that we've garnered here has been surprising to say the least. Um, Restorative in my faith in humanity, as far as that there's good and decent people in this world. You always try to be one, but you hope that you're not alone. And I definitely don't feel that way in this community. So I I always want to give back. But I'll show you guys what's going on. First, we'll do the pipe before I light my pipe. Now, this pipe I've had for a minute. It has not been smoked. It has never been smoked. Um, this is a Irish Seconds, although um, good luck figuring out why. This is a Peterson uh, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I don't think you can see there, but it is stamped Irish Seconds there. I think it might be because it was rusticated on the wrong side. All the rest of them are the other way around. As nearest I can figure, this one is the 2023, and it is shape 301. It is non-filtered, P-lip, never been smoked. um, I really enjoy the P-lips, but when I realized that I would have a much easier time smoking more blends with filters just all the time, I had to start modifying a lot of pipes. And this was a pipe I chose not to modify because, well, I thought I had done enough damage. Now, the second thing I want to include in this giveaway, that at least we're listing, everybody always does a little extra, but the second thing that I'm definitely giving away in this video is a lighter. Big shock, lighter. But this is the Dism Hammer. And I happen to have one right here. Because why wouldn't I get myself one, right? It's got a little pick tool here. And it's got a tamper. And it has a... YouTube will probably flag this because it looks like a gun. But it has a functional safety. You put the safety off. It's like a table lighter because it has a really big reservoir. It has a massive footprint here. And it stands up right on the table. It is not a pocket lighter. If you guys want to look that up, the Dism Hammer. Oh Sorry, tonight I'm having some puccini, and this is the right pipe for puccini. Not a massive bowl, but an excellent smoker. So, how to enter for the giveaway. Now, we thought long and hard about this, and gonna make it slightly unfair, because per usual we have two things you can do, right? For the comment entries, this one's a little selfish. We try not to involve ourselves in the request for the videos. So always try to focus on everybody else. But since it is a 1 year anniversary, we want to know, what was your favorite video that we did? Short, whatever. It doesn't have to be anything crazy, but we just want to know, what was your favorite video we did, and like maybe why. Sorry, the camera's over here, but I'm looking here, so sorry. But I would love to know why. And then for the VR entry, if you do a VR, it's going to be 3 entries, but it's not going to work the way you think. Because this is such a great community, what I'm going to do is, for your VR, you're going to give 3 entries to somebody who you think deserves the pipe and lighter, and why. The wonderful things that they've done for other people, the community goodwill that they do, things of that nature. Make sure if they have a channel, you make sure you tag them. It doesn't have to be somebody with a channel, but it does have to be somebody who you are authorized to either put me in contact with, or provide me their information. That's privacy is the caveat. I will ship these anywhere in the world, so it doesn't have to be in the US. You do have to be of smoking age, and we're going to cut off the entries March 31st. Give you plenty of time, because there's a lot going on. And we'll announce the winner at some point after that, shortly after that. I don't try to make too many rock solid plans. I like to keep things flexible if I can. It's a fun little lighter. I've been leaving it on my desk, so I use it for all the pipes I smoke, and I've only filled it since when I first got it, and I think it's not even to the halfway point. It's a good lighter. Yeah, I just with how hard it was to do 100 blends in 100 days, I never thought we would keep it up to making it to a year. The breaks notwithstanding, just purely because, well, I'll spill a little bit of the beans. We were going through a really hard time, and I think I made that clear with the community post. But that wasn't the reason we weren't making videos. The reason we weren't making videos is because we didn't want to talk about it in a video, even by accident, and it was weighing that heavily on our lives. We couldn't guarantee that we wouldn't end up talking about it, and in turn disparaging anyone involved who may or may not deserve it, because that's not how I want to roll. Even though that would have, that's how people work. you talk about things that are on your mind, especially when you ramble like Katie and I tend to do. Um, we we don't want to be those people, and I don't want to put out those kind of videos. So we didn't until we could, you know, sit down and have that conversation, um, and not feel like not talking about the elephant in the room, right? So that's all I'm going to say about that. But um, yeah, man, a year's it's nuts. Um, in a year, I might have gone off the deep end a little bit with the tobacco and such, but I will say I have enjoyed every bowl of it. I have very little to no regrets. Um, I've been able to make friendships and do kind of nice things for people. Um, I've been able to participate in a real community, which there's not a lot of in this world where people are genuinely out to help each other, and I try to be a part of those as much as I can, because the rest of this world will drag you down to their level if they can. That's why we volunteer off road. We do recoveries, and I haven't had a lot of requests for those as of late. Maybe people are getting wise and not wheeling in the snow, but uh, that's why we do all that. We want to be part of an incredible community, and that's what this is. Um, I know we're not giving away 17 things or 365 things, because I was building a trend there where every giveaway there was more and more stuff. And this isn't about the material things. This is just about the community, and that's what I want it to be about. So I cut it off at the near $100 lighter and the Peterson limited edition Peterson pipe. It's a gorgeous pipe. That's part of why I didn't smoke it, and I couldn't bring myself to modify it, because it's too pretty for that. And now that I figured out how much I enjoy rat trays, yeah, 90% of the rat trays line is 9mm filtered, and you don't have to modify it. And a lot of them have some of those same, styling cues and dimensions and shapes, and um, just I like it. For a factory pipe that I don't have to think twice about, it's fantastic. You can get 9mm Savinellis, you can get 9mm Petersons, but you have to order them from Europe. And you can get 9mm rat trays in the US all day long. I mean, they're few and far between. You don't get a whole lot of choice, but they're there. And I'm here for it. I like it. If you guys are going to do a VR, definitely tag me in the VR. And if you're not doing a comment entry, um, if you do a comment entry, it'll need to be on this video. But if you're not, I'd love to hear what blend surprised you the most this year. Not what blend you love the most, or what blend you found out you love too late, because I warned you all about that. It's coming. um, but just what blend truly surprised you? The Puccini surprised me quite a bit, because I'd had at least a bowl of all of the Toscanos. I only have two of the three main, regular Toscano blends, but I'd had a bowl of all three, and they were okay. They weren't standout. This is standout. This is fantastic. And if you enjoy when that nicotine hits, as much as I do sometimes, this hits pretty hard though. If you freight train this, and I had to take a break towards the end of my first bowl of it. The first time I had to stop for a minute, put down my cob, and go walk around, have a bite of some chocolate. It was pretty bad. But yeah, what blend surprised you? I would love to hear it because maybe it's something I haven't tried. I've got piles of stuff for us to try. Unfortunately, some of them aren't going to be produced anymore by the time we get to it to try with you guys, but we're still going to try it with you because that's what I got it for. I got this because I thought I might like it, and I was right. But outside of that, if you guys are bored, move on. But I want to say congratulations to Yusuf. He got his visa. That's fantastic. And I also want to send love, thoughts, prayers, support to Bruce, AKJ Piperman. Um, I know that some of the information's out there, but I don't know how far it's gotten. But I know that I'll say that he had something medical happen, and we're pulling for you, man. We really are. Katie too, even though she's not here, we talked about it. Yeah, I know it's gonna be a heck of a year. I hope maybe some wrongs will get righted. Maybe maybe the world will start turning the direction it ought to, but that never happens. People are too selfish for that. Hmm. And I'll do a little VR here at the end for Mark Lawson. He was asking if you could choose anyone in the YTPC, who would you choose as the ambassador? And I agree with Rudy. Um, you can't just pick one because it's such a great community. I wouldn't name us. Thank you though, Rudy. But I think there's a lot of really good ambassadors, but I think one of them would definitely be Jess Pipin. Um, I think another would be Ethan, Parsimonious Piper, Father Brian, um, Flat Cap and Lady Fire. There's a really long list, honestly. The I think, although he might not be the cheeriest ambassador, if you were to pick Millennial Codger, you'd get some honest opinions of things. I think um, I think Paladin Piper is up there. Even Josh Gentry Vintage, embodies a lot of that YTPC energy. Rose, Carolina Rose, fantastic. Steph and Skip Kane, great people, just all around great people. Yeah, it's a big community full of great people. It's hard to say just one ambassador. I think that there are categories where one person would be above the other, but at the very same time, those in other categories, you just like everything else, it doesn't all balance out. I think altogether we're a great community. Um, but I will say this: I think that the loudest voices in our community probably shouldn't be the ambassador. Um, several of those voices are mainstays for a lot of people. They are what introduce people to the YTPC, and um, they are good people. Um, you know, a great example of a good person who's a primary voice is Spurgeon Piper. He's he's a great presenter. He's a great person. But the majority of the YTPC never had any intention of making money um, and monetizing a channel and the discords and such. Probably not what what would be representative of the YTPC, and that's what an ambassador would need to be. Um, there's, you know, most of us aren't out here slinging merch, but we are here to interact. We are here to share things with each other. We are here to have a good time. And we're here to crack a few jokes when, if, and where possible. I'm trying to keep the inappropriate ones to myself because this is YouTube. But I spent over 10 years working in the oil field and they never stop. They never stop. Well, everybody, I've rambled on for long enough. Good Lord, the title and description of this video are going to take me 20 minutes just to get figured out. Maybe I should make it something obscure so we don't get a lot of people just looking for giveaways. I think I'll do that. Call it something like pickled pork feet or something. Something real random. You guys have a great day. I hope your Thursday's going incredible. I hope my Thursday's going incredible because it's Wednesday night when I'm filming this, so fingers crossed, right, guys? Fingers crossed. Um, yeah, we'll talk to you again. Maybe next Thursday, maybe before then. Maybe I'll sneak in a Meerschaum Monday or something, or talk Katie into a Cigar Sunday. We'll see what happens. Talk to you later. Bye.